3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff.
You just watched a major milestone for a lab at CU Boulder. That was BioServe's 100th launch, sending very delicate experiments to space. I went to the lab today to learn how their research is also benefiting us here on Earth.
So now to have that legacy behind us of literally 100 launches, hundreds of students, several hundreds of experiments is just pretty fantastic.
BioServe Space Technologies celebrated its 100th orbital launch this week. And just like every launch, Associate Director Mark Rubert and his team were on pins and needles. You've watched, you said 90 of these launches?
Worked on 92 of them, seen about 80 or so, yeah.
That's a lot. Are you nervous every time you watch, your precious experiments? I'm sure your team has put a lot of work in.
You're exactly right. So generally it takes about 2 to 3 years to get a project from its inception all the way to the launch pad.
It starts at their lab at CU Boulder. Many of the experiments contain stem cells, spiders, ants, even silkworms.
We have to build devices here at the university that will keep the insects or the cell cultures alive, so they're still maybe breathing, they need fresh food, but we also need to build them such that the crew members, the astronauts, cannot touch them. And so that's really what the engineers here excel at.
Astronauts are trained on the experiments. BioServe then monitors the experiments and equipment on the ISS from their Payload Operations Control Center in Boulder.
We can use some comm systems in order to talk to the astronauts and watch them on this large screen.
The latest launch contained an experiment exploring whether algae could become a future meal for astronauts.
I don't know what it tastes like, but it's a group out of Scandinavia that's literally trying to farm, if you will, algae as a protein source.
BioServe partners with companies, universities, and government agencies for the experiments, which have led to significant medical and scientific breakthroughs.
We've worked with a couple of pharmaceutical companies, for instance, to look at bone loss, for instance, osteoporosis, and muscle loss, which of course the astronauts suffer from on orbit. We can as well here on Earth as we age. And we've helped those pharmaceutical companies develop drugs in that arena. So something very meaningful for all of us.
They have launched so many cool things into space. One of the things BioServe launched was a Coca-Cola machine that the astronauts could actually drink from on the ISS.
Well, you can wash down the algae with that Coke.
Sounds delicious.